Hey everybody, welcome into Sports Map Texans. If you've never been here before, hit subscribe because we talk a lot of Texans all Texans right here because it's called Sports Map Texans. I'm John Granado, that's Josh George. You can hear us on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. Josh, Colin Cowherd took some heat. He didn't know Tank Dell was done for the season. Is this disrespectful? I mean, the Astros didn't get any primetime. They played at noon every game. They didn't get any flex games. They didn't get any. Are they still being disrespected?
I think in Cowherd's case, not so much, because he was including the Texans in his top 10 teams on this list. He had them in front of Miami. I just think that, maybe it's a reminder, these national media guys, that they're not really watching Texans games. They're seeing highlights and they're seeing the Red Zone channel and stuff like that. But, and the Texans, they haven't made the playoffs yet, and Cowherd in that same show said that they'd already made the playoffs, that this was the first time a head coach and a rookie quarterback that were both rookies had made the postseason since Andrew Luck did it. So he got a lot of stuff wrong. So if anything, I kind of blame his producers. They should have caught some of this stuff.
I mean, earlier in the year, he was talking about the Bears lost the number one pick when they have Carolina's pick. He didn't know that. Yep. There's a lot of stuff that gets by Colin Cowherd, so I'm not gonna diss that. But the fact that the Monday Morning Football didn't know that the Texans had played all noon games. Listen, the Texans, for good reason. The Texans, no one was paying attention to the Texans, so I really can't blame them. You know what? This fan base wasn't paying attention to the Texans. Even that last game against the Titans, that wasn't sold out, and that's vying for the playoffs. Everybody's not bought back in yet.
Not really. I will say this. I think a lot of the fans, coaches, and players are showing the Texans some respect. We look at the Pro Bowl voting. They had one starter and 6 alternates with a lot of young guys, and we know that's who votes on this stuff. So I think they are slowly but surely building a little more respect around the league.
Would you have given Will Anderson the number 1 alternate and Grenard the 5th alternate?
I mean, if you look at the PFF stuff, Will Anderson is ranked really high.
Yeah, really high. I think 3rd overall.
Right, and Grenard has more sacks, but now they both missed some time with injuries. So I think Will Anderson's a bigger name. Maybe that's why he got that slot.
Yeah, but Jonathan Grenard played great this year. Yeah, he really did. Although Will Anderson has been a PFF anyway, has graded him the way that he's played the run. And Pat Mahomes should be behind C.J. Stroud, period. Yes. But he's Pat Mahomes, okay? And I'm not calling him Patrick anymore because of the season that he's having. He's Pat Mahomes, and he should be behind C.J. Stroud and Josh Allen. Thank you.
I'm totally with you there. I think maybe if the Texans hadn't started out 0-2, if CJ wouldn't have had the concussion and missed 2 games, that may have changed some things. I think maybe that Browns-Texans game might have been flexed if CJ wasn't dealing with the concussion at that time. So I think there's a lot of reasons for this. But I do think it's important they have a good showing against the Colts, because I think this will be the first time a lot of these national media guys are really watching the Texans, because it's going to be the only game on.
Yep.
And you have guys like J.J. Watt out there giving him love on the Pat McAfee show. So I feel like it's building in the right direction for the Texans.
Absolutely. I agree wholeheartedly.